Armstrong Garden Centers are celebrating 130 years with the smell of roses.
Allie Wagner is live at the center in Rancho Penasquitos with more on the anniversary celebration. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Allie.
Hi, yes, 130 years. Can you believe it? My gosh. And I have Luke who's here this morning. So yes, you guys are having a big celebration.
Yep, 130 years. This Saturday, February 29th, we're opening the gates at 8 a.m. And we are giving away some free roses. The thing about Armstrongs and Roses is that's really our roots. That's where we started. John Armstrong, our founder, he was an established rose grower, and he was a rose grower catalog.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're getting back to our roots. Again, this Saturday, opening the gates at 8, we're giving away some free roses. And I just want to showcase some of the other roses that we carry, some popular new stuff for the year.
Yeah, because it is, okay, so now, especially with the weather we've been having,
right,
is a good time to plant. I mean, we're coming into spring here.
Yeah, it's warm during the day, it's cool at night, the roots love that. The first one I've got here is Mr. Lincoln. This is a really popular hybrid tea rose. It's a classic red. It's got a long stem, perfect for cutting. If you've got a loved one, wife, husband, kids, whoever, this is a perfect rose to give to them.
Okay, so my questions are, so what kind of sunlight do you need? What kind of water do you need? Because for some of us who are not very good with plants, I kill it all. So how do you prevent that from happening?
Thank you for asking that question, because at Armstrong's we're here to answer this. So what you can do for roses is give them as much sun as possible. I'd say at least 4 hours a day. Okay. Direct sun. Water them a few times a week. Once we get hot and dry, it's going to be more like 3. You just got to keep an eye on them for the first year or so. And another good thing you can do for your roses is prune them.
Yes.
This is the time. It's not too late. People think it's too late because it's getting warm, but you got to think it's spring here. It's basically winter everywhere else in the country.
Right.
So it's not too late.
Okay, so prune your roses is a very important factor in this.
It is. It is a very important factor.
Okay.
But before I move on to that, I want to show a couple other plants we've got here. So we have iceberg, which is probably the most popular landscape rose. It's a profuse bloomer. It's a floribunda. I've seen these in bloom 11 and a half months out of the year.
Yeah.
So don't forget about iceberg. It's one of our favorites.
Is that an easy one to grow?
It's super easy to grow. It's probably the #1 rose in San Diego.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Right.
So many different kinds.
This little guy here is trumpeter, and it's another floribunda, but this one's red. So if you want something a little more colorful than just white, this is a great one to go with.
Okay.
This guy will toot its little trumpeter horn pretty much all year. I've seen them in bloom in November from Del Mar to El Cajon.
Really?
Yeah. So don't forget about this little guy.
Okay, so that's a different one. Gosh, so many types of roses.
2 more, actually.
Okay, 2 more. Quick. Okay, what's this one?
This one is ketchup and mustard. This is a really stunner. You can see it's got a 2-tone yellow and red petals. Another floribunda, blooms all year, or not all year, excuse me, maybe 11 months out of the year.
Really?
Yes, it does. Not a whole lot of fragrance on this guy, but that color is to die for.
Yeah. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, and our last one. Show me this one.
This is, oh, you know what? This is the wrong one. However, this is similar to Julia Child. But Julia Child is going to give you a yellow, beautiful, buttery color like that. The cool thing about Julia Child is this is actually a rose that Julia herself picked out shortly before she died as her namesake.
Really?
Yeah, so we're continuing that legacy as well.
Very cool. Well, we'll get more into the pruning and all of that when we come back.
All right.
But so many different options of roses, and who knew? I mean, I'm just going to try not to kill them. I'm not very good at that, but we'll work on that. Guys, back over to you.
Very cool, Allie.
Allie,
Who
thank
knew?
you.
Ketchup and mustard. That's a new one for me.
I had never heard of it.
All right, thanks, Allie.
All right, Assemblymember Todd Gloria and Council President